sing. It's square dance time for Boomerang. Circle to the left, we're on our way. Keep on going till you hear me say, Hal, the man left that corner made. Take your gal and promenade. Promenade, go 2 by 2 and bring your gal right into view. Here's Sam and Sight on heel and toe. When you're their age, you'll be slow. Here's Moscato, full of steam, the first old couple on the regular team. Oh, we ain't fooling. Say hocus pocus, have Patsy Cline and Cowboy Copas. Here's Jubilee and the Arnold too, all prepared to play for you. Once again, from the heart of the Ozarks, it's Jubilee, USA, brought to you by Massey Ferguson and your Massey Ferguson dealer. Massey Ferguson, pace setter of modern farming, makers of the world's most famous combines, and the only tractors with the Ferguson system.
Eagle make home on the mountain, sparrow make nest in a tree, and I'm all alone. They need somebody to make a little home with me. The river make way through the valley, right into the arms of the sea. Makes me realize that I need somebody to make a little love with me. Someone I can hold and kiss goodnight. Someone who will always treat me right. Someone I can tell my troubles to when I'm all alone and feeling blue. Some men don't want a woman, they just want to be free. But I know that I'm gonna need somebody to make a little love to me. Someone I can hold and kiss goodnight. Someone who will always treat me right. Someone I can tell my troubles to when I'm all alone and feeling blue. Some men don't want a woman, they just want to be free. But I know that I'm gonna need somebody to make a little home with me eternally.
Thank you. Oh, gee, thank you, and welcome to our house once again. And believe you me, we have an enthusiastic crowd here tonight, including some 45 Massey Ferguson dealers from the Nashville, Tennessee branch. Yes, sir. Who are here. Yes, sirree. Welcome, gentlemen. Nice to have you. They're here with Mr. Mike Gary. And a special welcome to you, gentlemen. They're here on a Massey Ferguson airlift. I'm told these gentlemen are well acquainted with Michael Murphy. How about you?
Meet Michael Murphy, a mighty mowing Massey Ferguson man. Used to be Mad Michael Murphy till he got his Massey Ferguson Minute Mount mower. You see, Michael Murphy mounts his Massey Ferguson Minute Mount mower in 1 minute. Now, if Michael Murphy can mount his Massey Ferguson Minute Mount mower in 1 minute, how many minutes would it take most men to mount their Massey Ferguson Minute Mount mowers? Man alive, most any man can mount his Massey Ferguson Minute Mount mower in a minute. Matter of fact, most men can mount their Massey Ferguson Minute Mount mowers in much less than a minute. Moreover, if you're of a mind that you might make money with a mower that you can mount in a minute, you might meander momentarily down to your Massey Ferguson dealer. Why, he can mention many more mechanical marvels which make the Minute Mount a mowing masterpiece, and he'll make you a mighty nice deal on a Massey Ferguson Minute Mount mower, like Michael Murphy's.
Michael Murphy. If he can do it, so can you. Well, we're going to keep things rolling right along here with a young lady who sings with the best of them. She's one of my favorites, Patsy Cline.
Of the things we used to do. There's laughter all around me, but my heart still aches for you. The wedding bells are ringing, but to me their times are blue. How can I face tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am, this is the manager of the hotel. What? You got a mouse up in your room squeaking? Well, what do you want me to do, come up there and oil it? Oh, well, hello, Roach Haven Hotel. Oh, well, hello, Elmer. Hey, hi, yeah. Yeah, me and my wife's working here at this hotel. Yep, well, that is. She's working and I'm the manager. Yep. Yeah, we got the whole downstairs rented to regular roomers, and then we're saving the upstairs for transom business. Yeah. We got, hey, Elmer, we got a college professor and his wife rooming here. Boy, you never heard such big words in your life. I swear my wife just wore out running from the keyhole to the dictionary. Yeah, you listen, come over tonight if you can, and we'll watch television. I got one here in the lobby. My wife won't watch it. She says she can see more through a keyhole than she can a 21-inch screen. You don't say. No, you don't say. Elmer, you don't say.
Well, what is it?
He didn't say it.
Sight, how many more rooms is there for me to clean upstairs?
Any more room? None. See that sign? No vacancies. Filled up. Oh, that blame place is filled up.
It is?
Yep. You know there's a big bunch of Massey Ferguson dealers floated in here today on the airplane.
Uh-huh.
And there was 11 of them come here, and they all wanted a single room. So I took them upstairs and took care of them.
11?
Yeah.
But we've only got 10 rooms upstairs.
Well, I know. I took care of it.
Besides, 11 won't go into 10.
Puddin', your ignorance is showing. Look, look. You know how the upstairs is laid out?
Yes.
Here's the hallway. See?
Yeah.
And then here's the rooms on this side. And like that.
Yes.
This is the hallway. Here's 1, 2, 3, 5 rooms on each side, see? You know what I mean?
Yes, but...
No, yeah, well, now I'll show you how I done it. I took all 11 of them up here in the hall, see? And I told one man, I said, you sit right here, you stand here till I take care of the rest of them. So I took the second man and put him in this room, the third man in here, fourth in there, the fifth in there, the sixth in there, 7th and 8th, 9th, and 10th. Then I come and got this poor old rascal here and put him in 11. See what I mean? I can take care of every one of them.
You poor old fool. You can't even count.
Is that so?
That's so. How much is 3 times 3?
3 times 3 is 8.
Oh, no such a thing. I'll prove it to you.
Maybe it's 7.
Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
3 times, honey, I think it's just 8. See, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, wait a minute. There's something wrong. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? I must be hatching them dad blame things.
Joe, have you seen anybody as wily as Uncle Cy Bricefield? Only he could put 11 people in 10 rooms. That's a big job, you know.
Hey, speaking of big jobs, you know, our Jubilee family has a big job lined up this coming Monday up at Milan, Michigan.
Oh, that's where they're going to help open a new Massey Ferguson store.
Right, you're ready. And all of you folks up in that Milan area, you drop in and see why Massey Ferguson is the pace setter in its field and how easy it is to make it the pace setter in your fields.
Bale after bale after bale. There's never been a baler that keeps you on the go like the new number 10 baler, the newest, biggest baler in the great Massey Ferguson hay tool line. It's big, all right, with an oversized 56-inch wide pickup, 3 pairs of packer forks, a new leaf guard design that gently packs in more feed-rich leaves. Yet what convenience you get with the number 10. No daily greasing. Major moving parts are protected by lifetime lubricated, sealed bearings. And look, one simple hand setting gives you variable-sized bales from 12 up to 50 inches long. Bales that are tied to stay tied. To keep you on the go, look, compare. Try the big new MF number 10 baler or the famous number 3. More Pace Setter products from Massey Ferguson.
Even poverty gets hot, even if it's better please, and down poverty go down there. Going against the pine wire, and I walk right on the old time. And I keep on going, you all get home and everybody swing their own. Just driving around with the old thing, just to send them back to the rain. Driving right to the middle of the tail, they come back home, say, shade of tail. And I left that guy, and I see you. And I picked up a girl with an arm around. You start coming, they go round town. Well, I keep on turning that pretty little star, and the girl turn back from where you are. Hey, me too, trying to go to double the match, and box it over and box it back. And the grandma didn't go round back. Hey, honey, let's get up this road. You take your honey and home and go. Well, if you get home before I do, you swing your girl and she'll swing you. Now, ladies, send her back to the bar. Hey, just send her with the riding star. And I come back home, say, share your pants. Not new yet. Well, I think it's gets an arm around. You start coming, they go round town. And I keep on turning that when you start, just turn back from where you are. And I meet your honey, gonna double the that. Hey, box it over, you box it back. Go right, left hand, and a long way back. Or part of the head, when you stack, meet your honey and turn right back. Go right and left all night long. And I meet your honey and coming along, you come and he go round the town. And I keep on going, don't slow down. Just slow, that face world. Now comedy for the brand new girl. Hey, one and three, you wheel around the train, take it to the cover, you found the right and left and turn her man and dig in from left, little man and comedy don't go round right. Hey, comedy for these dear. Now come on, shoot and go to you, shoot like you did right out.
Thank you. Those were the promenaders with Mr. L.D. Keller. You do call that good stuff. We did get a wire here, folks, and this is on the level. Millions have been killed, injured, and left homeless by the earthquakes and floods raging in Chile. New victims are being added every day with epidemics threatening. And the misery has been increased by severe winter weather. And to all of you who would like to help, here's how to do it. Give through your local Red Cross chapter, those of you who would like to help all the victims in Chile. Through your Red Cross chapter. Now, friends, an old friend of mine on the show, and I believe this is the first time he's been on this program, and I've known him. I know his real first name, but we call him usually another. Fine gentleman, Cowboy Copas. Wild geese, I'm on the way. I'm going back to Alabama. Talk about the people have a whale of a time, eating their chicken and drink their wine. I'm on the way. I'm going back to Alabama. I caught 3 in my cornfield, I'm on the way. I'm going back to Alabama. Hey, one had a bushel and the other had a peck. One had a rope and they're tied around his neck, I'm on the way. I'm going back to Alabama. Down shoes tied on her feet. Good morning, honey. tore a few, I'm on my way. I'm going back to Alabama. Well, when I get ready to leave this earth, I'm gonna look back till my money's worth. I'm on my way. I'm going back to Alabama. I'm going back to Alabama.
Thank you. That's fine.
Thank you, Eddie.
You're taller than I am.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to Jubilee, USA, Cowboy Copas, and I'd give you the key to the city. But something we all usually do up here, we usually give our guests the Ozarks hospitality.
Well, I'll tell you, a key would be something mighty hard to replace here.
Yes, it would. Well, you know, we've somebody else here new to our show, too, this evening.
Yes, we do.
I know everybody's heard this familiar voice of hers, which has been heard on many hits, with her pretty face, which has been seen on many shows. Let's give an Ozark welcome to June Valley. Huh?
All right, what do you say about that?
Don't the sun shine sunnier? Don't a kiss taste honeyer? And though the world look apple green when you're 17 and in love, don't your feet feel dancier and your heart romancier? And though the moon look apple green when you're 17 and in love, everything just seems to be in bloom. There's something in the air that smells like sweet perfume. Don't you feel so aglow when you're young? That's how you know. And all the world looks apple green when you're 17 and in
That's a pretty song, Junie.
Thank you very much, Eddie.
Yes, and I think you sing so fine.
And I've always been a fan of yours, too.
Oh, you're so pretty.
And you're so big and handsome.
Look out here.
And I've got a question to ask you.
You got a question to ask here?
I've got a question to ask you.
Well, honey, I've got one, too.
So what you say we both get started? We got a lot of talking to do.
Do you love me?
Does the bear roam at night?
Oh, do you love me?
Will a mad dog fight?
Do you love me?
Can a monkey climb a tree?
Do you love me?
Are the fishes in the sea?
Do you love me?
Honey, you know I do. Do you want me?
Does the camel have a hump?
Do you want me?
Can a bullfrog jump?
Do you want me?
Will a shotgun shoot?
Do you want me?
Is the baby getting cute?
Do you want me?
Honey, you know I
do.
You gotta get the bedside blues. Do you need me?
Can a billy goat fly?
Do you need me?
Does the watch tell time?
Do you need me?
Can an old crow fly?
Do you need me?
Does a fish have a eye?
Do you need me?
Honey, you know I
Doodly-doo. You're sure.
Now if I let you,
If you let me what?
let you hold me,
Oh, that's saying a lie.
would you squeeze me
Do you mean like this?
only closer?
Ooh, we're close enough to kiss.
Do you love me? Honey, you know I doodly-doodly,
Doodly-doodly, doodly-doodly-doo.
June Valley and Eddie Arnold. Eddie will be back in just a minute. We're going to spend that minute with Massey Ferguson.
This one needs elbow room, grain to the horizon and beyond. Set your sights on more bushels per hour, more acres per day, then throw the book away. Because now, from the world's largest maker of self-propelled combines, comes the new World Harvest Champion, the Massey Harris Super 92. Now, you get the capacity to use the full width of the cutter bar all the time. Now you get a 48-inch walker body with 6 open-bottom straw walkers for super capacity and grain-saving efficiency. Now you get individual disc wheel brakes and low silhouette for sharper grain-saving corners. But specifications don't tell you the Super 92 story. That story is told only in the flowing power and eager performance you get when you command this grain field giant. Then you know that here is the new World Harvest Champion, the Massey Harris Super 92, another pace setter product of Massey Ferguson.
We turn once again to the time when Eddie Arnold sings them again. And with me right now is Miss Jane Randall, Miss Missouri Maid of Milk. And in honor of her presence, and she is here because June is Dairy Month all over the country, we've asked her to choose Eddie's song for tonight. And Jane's favorite is
Molly Darling.
Won't you tell me, Molly darling, that you love none else but me? For I love you, Molly darling. You are all the world to me. Oh, tell me, darling, that you love me. Put your little hand in mine. Take my heart, sweet Molly darling. Say that you will give me thine. Molly, fairest, sweetest, dearest, look up, darling, tell me this. Do you love me, Molly darling? Let your answer be a kiss. Molly, fairest, sweetest, look up, darling, tell me this. Do you love me, Molly darling? Let your answer be a kiss.
Thank you very much. That song is from my new album. But it's nice to be able to entertain all of you new nice people, for such nice people as our sponsor, Massey Ferguson. And for them, this is Eddie Arnold. Thanks so much for looking in. Be good, everybody. Thank you.
Next week, Don Gibson, June Carter, Smiley Burnett, and the Light Brothers join us on Jubilee, USA, which is an every week presentation of Massey Ferguson and the great nationwide family of Massey Ferguson dealers.
Hail and left the ladies' sergeant, promenading not too far. Hail and left the gentleman's car, leaving around not too far. Hail and left with your left hand, I walk right into right left hand.
The lovely Juliet gets Maverick embroiled in a feud. Tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central Time on ABC. Missouri, right here in the Ozarks, it's Jubilee, USA. Again tonight starring Eddie Arnold, with Jubilee guests June Valley, Patsy Cline, and Cowboy Copas. And we're brought to you, you know, by Carter's Pills, with the exact same formula as ever, unchanged for 80 years. And now here comes the square dancing that's folks in all America.
Get something to do in a big bed up and a little bit down, probably go around that town. Give it a shout. Hey, the face right out. Hey, to the left and yawn away. Hey, whirl away to the half place, yeah. Hell, and the left and the right, you call a bunch of girl, the balance all, turn that dog around the hall. Now lay the file face down, right back in and go around. Hey, legs swing out, turn that dog around again. Hey, to the left and the bar country. And a break that ring and see, don't see, pop my rails, you got a pretty body. He's gonna right to you, give a little whirl and coming along with promenade when he was going right back home and here we go. Hey, 1 and 3, you're on, swing around and around with zero play. Up, and run a full parade. Hey, circle left to the heel and toe and a hand across and here we go. Ladies, I'll get the country. Now hold on tight and whirl like you do. Hey, girl, hey, I'm over. Now we go. He's coming down the road, going back home. Hey, corner left, and a corner right. How about you, honey, swing on right, everybody's swinging world. Well, circulate, go round the world, you circulate in a great big ring, and the first will come to split that ring. I said, it's tight, keep on going, go all night, into night, up and into here, we go, and go like that. Hurry up now, here you can, spread that out, everybody dance. First, up, pull up to you, in the center of the ring. Don't stay late, in the center to the gate. And let's look up the same old thing, in the center of the back of the ring. Now everybody's swinging world. Hell of a that corner made. You take your girl and promenade, you promenade. Right on, floor, it's all the red, ring the wall.
The Jubilee Promenaders with Mr. L.D. Keller. And I think those youngsters get more exercise in one Saturday night dance on this show than most of us do all week long. But right now, I'm going to exercise this old Chester County, Tennessee voice that's been so good to me over the years. I'm going to sit right down and write myself a letter. And I believe it came from you. I'm gonna write words so sweet. They're gonna knock me off of my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom. I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm gonna say I hope you're feeling better. And close with love the way you do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter. And I make believe it came from you. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter. And I make believe it came from you.
I'm gonna write words so sweet. They're gonna knock me off of my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom. I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say, I hope you're feeling better. I suppose I love the way you do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter. And to make me believe it came. And to make me believe it came. And to make me believe it came from you.
Well, Eddie's going to be back in just a few minutes, friends, and I think we're all agreed that he's doing a fine Jubilee job during Red's absence. But now is when that Foley fella is going to speak for himself by television recording. Here is Red with an important message about your health.
Say, do you take laxatives regularly? Well, if you do, you really ought to stop. This clinical report prepared by 5 New York doctors proves you can break the laxative habit. Now, 83% of the cases tested did it, and so can you, and here's how. You stop taking whatever you now take, and instead, every night for 1 week, take 2 Carter's pills. Second week, 1 each night. The third week, 1 every other night. And then nothing. And every day, drink plenty of liquids. Put yourself on schedule, and that's all there is to it. Now, here's why Carter's plan helps break the laxative habit. It's really very simple. You see, Carter's pills contain no habit-forming drugs. Instead, Carter's relieves irregularity with 2 natural vegetable ingredients. So, when you need a laxative temporarily, take Carter's temporarily and never get the laxative habit. Get Carter's little pill.
Now, we're about to recall to your mind one of the great music talents of all time, I think. The song is the first of many hits of Hank Williams, and the singer is, again, one of my favorites, Patsy Cline. Sing about it.
I got a feeling golden blues, oh Lord, since my daddy said goodbye. I don't know what I'm gonna do. All I do is sit and cry. Oh Lord, that last long day he said goodbye. Well, Lord, I thought I would die. Hallelujah, he's got that kind of loving. But Lord, I love him when he calls me sweet baby. What a beautiful dream. I hate to think it all over. I lost my heart at sea. I've grown so used to that man somehow. And I'm nobody's sugar baby now, 'cause I'm alone. I got the love blues. I'm in love with the wonderful guy. That's what's the matter with me. Well, I'm in love with the wonderful guy. But he don't care about me. Well, I tried and I tried to keep him satisfied, but he just wouldn't stay. But now that he is even, this is all I've got to say. I got a feeling golden blues, oh Lord, since my daddy said goodbye. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I lost my heart at sea. Let's take it home. I have grown so used to that man somehow. And nobody else living now, 'cause of Lord's love. I got to love big love. Thank you so very much. And if I may, I'd like to tell you folks that Cowboy Copas is going to sing for you right now.
Back in 1942, I was a kid just 17. I joined the Navy just to see the world and to sail the 7 seas, the deep blue seas. From the great Atlantic to the China Sea and 1,000 places more. I heard the battle cry and they sent me to the South Pacific shore. We fired our guns and the bombs came down till the night lit up like day. I was set ashore to patrol the beach when I met a pretty dark-eyed maid. Then the sky lit up, I could see her face, such beauty to adore. Well, I fell in love in a troubled time on the South Pacific shore. I would trade the gold in my pockets to take the silver from my hair. Just to know that she's still waiting over there just for me. Met a lot of girls since I've been home, but my heart has closed the door for a dark-eyed girl far across the sea on the South Pacific shore. We fired our guns and the bombs came down till the night lit up like day. I was sent ashore to patrol the beach when I met a pretty dark-eyed maid. Then the sky lit up, I could see her face, such beauty to adore. Well, I fell in love in a troubled time on the South Pacific shore. Yes, I fell in love in a troubled time on the South Pacific shore. I thank you very much, friends. You know, one of the nicest things that performers say about the Jubilee is that the folks here are always happy to have the singers do what makes them happy. So without even checking with any of the bosses, I'd like to ask Miss Patsy Cline to come out here and join me. We'd like to sing you a song. We're going to ask Slim and all the boys over there to shift into the gear of E. We'd like to do a little tune for you. Where is Miss Patsy? Come on out here, honey.
I'm hog-tied over you. I'm hog-tied over you. You're my baby, and I don't mean baby. I'm hog-tied over you.
Do you remember, darling, when we was on the farm? I'd chase you round the hog pen and chase you in the barn.
And then I'd grab a sow point and crack you on the head. And we'd both sit right there laughing till we thought we were dead.
I'm hog-tied over you.
I'm hog-tied over you. You're my baby, and I don't mean baby. I'm hog-tied over you.
Do you remember, darling, putting duck eggs in the branch? And then you'd grab and kiss me every time you had a chance.
And then you'd hold me under until my face turned blue. But I'd come up and choke and say, darling, I love you.
I'm hog-tied over you.
I'm hog-tied over you. You're my baby, and I don't mean baby. I'm hog-tied over you.
And as the years went by, dear, I learned to love you so, until you dropped the handle on my little toe.
And how you'd come to my house and watch me feed the hog, and sit around with goo-goo eyes and pet your possum dog.
I'm hog-tied over you.
I'm hog-tied over you. You're my baby, and I don't mean baby. I'm hog-tied over you.
And when we'd make molasses, I'd always join you there. You'd come on a cake salt and rub it in my hair.
And then you'd grab a shotgun, and just before you'd shoot, your ma would grin and say, them youngins, Murphy, ain't they cute? I'm hog-tied over you. I'm hog-tied over you. You're my baby, and I don't mean baby. I'm hog-tied over you.
Oh, I will always remember those days as long as I live, and all those things you did to me, I surely will forgive.
I remember in the haystack when you kissed me, it was fun. If only when you kissed me, you hadn't jumped up and run. I'm hog-tied over you. I'm hog-tied over you. You're my baby, and I don't mean baby. I'm hog-tied over you. I'm hog-tied over you.
Eddie, have you seen anything of Shug Fisher yet?
Shug Fisher? Oh, he'll be back here in just a minute, Joe.
In just exactly a minute?
60 seconds from right now.
This is the Rebel. He's young, and though he lived in a different time, his problems are much the same as kids are today.
Well, there's different kinds of wars. There's wars that don't end just because a white flag goes up. Somebody signs a piece of paper. There's wars that go on inside.
A boy who lived with violence, trying to find himself, and covering plenty of ground in the process. Trying to understand the difference between what the older generation preaches and what it practices. Trying to stay out of trouble without much luck.
Don't push. Push? Why, Red, you ought to be used to being pushed.
The Rebel, starring television's most exciting new star, Nick Adams as Johnny Yuma. The Rebel, every week on ABC TV.
Yuma is mistaken for a dead man tomorrow following Lawman on most of these stations.
One do you do. You folks have heard about them outlaws, old Frank and Jesse James and Cole Younger, Friddle Fraddle. Those guys are pikers compared to this old Okie when I get my dander up. Because I'm an outlaw. And I've got a gang. We rode into a little western town, and I noticed a lot of people there milling all around. Well, soon I discovered the sheriff was found dead. So I gathered up my renegades, and this is what I said. I'm gonna run for sheriff just to keep out of jail. I'm tired of getting bogged down, I'm tired of getting bail. I'm tired of having posses hanging on my tail. I'm gonna run for sheriff just to keep out of jail. We rode up to the courthouse and then I pulled my gun. I said, in this election, boys, I'm gonna run. I'm tired of stealing cattle and I'm tired of robbing mail. I'm gonna run for sheriff just to keep out of jail. Well, the people around the voting polls all seemed a little shocked, and many old cowpunchers had their Smith & Wesson cocked. They knew I was an outlaw with a price upon my head, but I just wrote my name down with a bullet made of lead. Well, and I was elected, had a star upon my chest, and I was mighty proud to keep the law out in the West. But I was just too crooked, and the town folks thought it best that the biggest man they had to take the star off my chest. But now that I am sheriff, I can keep out of jail. I'm tired of having potties hanging on my tail. I'm tired of having... Hold it,
Not taking many.
Hold it there, Bud. What's the matter, Sonny?
The people of this town decided they don't want you for the sheriff. They sent me out here to bring you in.
Sent you to bring me in, huh?
That's right, Bub.
Bub! Move over, big boy. You're tilting the range. I said move over, I'll move you over.
Just go ahead and try it, shrimp.
That does it. That does it. That does it. I said move. I said move over and I ain't through yet. Man can go for his time running into that. Well, I always said if you can't whoop them, join them. So here you are, big boy. I'll go peacefully.
Shug Fisher, and we'll be looking forward to seeing him again next week when another friend of mine will be on the show. Don Gibson is going to be one of our guests, and so will June Carter and Smiley Burnett, and a couple of promising young boys that I've just recently happened into that you've never seen before, the Light Brothers. We're looking forward to having the Light Boys on, and we're going to give your memory a little more exercise now. We're going to ask you to think back to where you were and what you were doing the first time that you heard a big, big song called Crying in the Chapel. You'll remember, I'm sure, that the girl who sang it so well was Miss June Valley.
You saw me crying in the chapel. The tears I shed were tears of joy. I know the meaning of contentment now. I am happy with all. Just a plain and simple chapel where humble people go to pray. I pray the Lord that I'll grow stronger as I live from day to day. But I couldn't find no way on earth to gain peace of mind. Now I'm happy in the chapel where people are of one accord. We
June, honey, I want to tell you, before I got something else to say, but I want to tell you that is mighty pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Truthfully, I wish we had time for you to sing Apple Green again. Of course, we haven't got enough, because I love that song so doggone much.
Thank you.
Really, I do.
Thank you very
I'm going to
much.
buy the record. Really, I am.
Oh, I'll give one.
Tell me, may I have the pleasure of your company right now on...
All right, but I have a bone to pick with you.
with me?
Yes, it's sort of a wishbone.
With little old me?
With little old you. I was, during rehearsal, I was wishing
Yeah.
that I would have the chance to sing with the rest of the gang, like all your guests that come on your show.
Oh, my dear young lady. We will remedy that situation with the greatest of haste. Cowboy Copas.
Yes, sir.
Pardon me, sir. You scared me. Gee. Patsy Cline. Come here, honey. Lord help, where'd you get those pants? Let's sing a song together.
All right.
Let's sing one that everybody knows, and we don't.
We don't.
We don't.
We'll sing Reuben, Reuben, I've been thinking. Oh, yeah.
Reuben, Reuben, I've been thinking what a grand world this would be if the men were all transported far beyond the northern sea.
Oh, my goodness gracious, Rachel, what a queer world this would be if the men were all transported far beyond the northern sea.
Reuben, Reuben, I've been thinking what a gay life girls would lead if they had no men about them, none to feed them, none to eat.
Rachel, Rachel, I've been thinking men would have a merry time if at once they were transported far beyond the salty brine.
Reuben, Reuben, stop your teasing if you've any love for me. I was only just a fool, and then I thought, of course, you'd see.
Rachel, if you'll not transport us, I will take you for my wife, and I'll split with you my money every payday of my life.
And you'll split with us your money every payday of your life.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have here an important telegram that we received today, and it was asked that it be read to you on the air. Something that is most important. I'm reading from the telegram. Millions have been killed, injured, and left homeless by the earthquakes and floods raging in Chile. New victims are being added every day, with epidemics threatening among the disaster-ridden, and misery increased by the severe winter weather. To all of you who would like to help, here's how to do it. As you know, the Red Cross is your instrument for relief in times of disaster. To help the stricken men, women, and children of Chile, give through your local chapter of the American Red Cross. President Eisenhower has urged all Americans to come to the aid of our neighbors to the south. The full extent of the havoc is not yet known, but the number of sufferers is rising daily as more homes are smashed by new earthquakes. Your help is needed. Give for the victims in Chile through your local chapter of the American Red Cross.
I can hear the organ playing gentle strains of peace be still. I can see my mother praying in the chapel on the hill, while the choir turns the pages. In my heart, I feel a thrill. Now they're singing Rock of Ages on the chapel on the hill. How that vision makes me ponder, and I know it always will, till my weary footsteps wander to the chapel on the hill. How that vision makes me ponder, and I know it always will, till my weary footsteps wander to the chapel on the hill.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I have just a moment here to stretch a little bit, and I do want to mention, I certainly appreciate the comments from you people who have written to me mentioning my filling in for Red Foley. It's been very heartwarming, and I thank you very much. June Valley, Patsy Cline, Cowboy Copas. Thank you, Arnold. Really nice to have you. Thank you. Nice to have all of you. It's a pleasure having you, and nice to have you people there, and you in the theater. Thank you so much. This is Eddie Arnold. Good night, good luck, be good, everybody.
This portion of Jubilee USA was sent your way by Carter's Pill, with the exact same formula as ever, unchanged for 80 years. When a hyena stops laughing, Casper prescribes a cure. Watch Matty's Fun Day Funnies tomorrow at 5 on ABC.